Yeah.
Okay, today's course is going to be about youth gang violence. So, is everyone in here between the age of 12 and 19?
Yes.
Raise your hand if you are under 12. Everyone's over 12?
Yeah.
Perfect for you. Okay, so this class is just some advice about gangs that are going on around your school. Madera High, Madera County Office of Education Schools, middle school. So, I'm just going to ask you a few questions to begin. Is there any gangs in your school that you know about, that you have been approached by, or any bullying about being in a gang, or anything in that nature? Raise your hand. So? Okay, anything about getting active in a gang? Has anybody ever pursued you about, hey, would you want to be in a gang, yes? And what do you say?
No.
No, that's a good answer. Okay, how about the older high schoolers? You guys, what kind of gangs are in your school that you know of?
Southerners. Trying to be Southerners and Northerners.
So you have Southerners and Northerners. Those are the two biggest gangs in Madera High?
Yeah.
Okay, what other kind of gangs besides just those two? You guys know of any? Is there any, say, taggers? Are there any, what other kind of gangs are out there? What's that?
Hoods,
Hoods? What are hoods?
like their neighborhood, like what they're repping.
The block.
Their block?
Exactly. Some people, they act all like, oh, from popular, this and that.
So they do that in your high school?
Yeah.
The schools you go to right now? Okay, perfect. So let's see. Let's go on to our next slide. Just kind of information about you guys. So, gang members in the U.S., how many do you think we have?
In the U.S., 24,500.
Yeah, I have a fact that there's 24,500 gangs in U.S. right now. 750 gang members from the tally that was from 2000 to 2007. So how old do you think gang members are?
18 to 30.
Any age.
Yeah, probably from 16 to up.
Some people are born into gangs.
Yeah.
Okay. So it says 40% of the juveniles are under 18. So that's mostly your age. So under 18, that's a huge percentage, 40%. And that's not really good. So let's see, the most common youth to join a gang is between the age of 13 and 15. So that's really young that you think 13 to 15-year-olds are doing gang activity. Pretty sad, pretty scary. Okay, gang prevention. So what do you think you could do to prevent yourself from being involved in a gang? What club could you join? Maybe in school, you do sports. That way you're not somebody's not pressuring you to join a gang. So what types of things do you think you could do?
Get a job.
That's good. Get a job.
Play sports.
Play sports.
You can always
Keep yourself occupied.
Being occupied with.
Anything like a job.
Have strict parents.
Keeping yourself away from the wrong people.
Yeah, good. Those are all good. Those are all preventions.
Good students.
Okay, let's see. Interventions. They talked about after-school programs. Have you guys ever been in after-school programs?
Yeah.
Sure have.
Yeah, right after school, you go to your next program, and you're just actively doing your homework, you're doing school activities, anything to keep you occupied from joining anything negative outside. So, I have Officer Gutnick here that's going to talk about gangs in more depth than I know about.
Alright,
Hello, officer.
how you guys doing? So how old are we have? How old are you? 18, 13, 19, 21,
19.
19. Okay, so we got a wide variety of age. Okay, I'm going to talk about what we're doing as a police department to kind of prevent people from going into gangs. Because Eileen said there was over 24,000 gangs in the U.S. and almost 1 million gang members. So, believe it or not, gang members are recruiting in elementary school, junior high, and high school. Okay? So as a police department, we got to combat that. So what are we doing? We have 2 programs that pretty much help out with that. The first one is the GREAT program. GREAT stands for Gang Resistance Education and Training. Okay? We have a full-time dedicated officer who goes to elementary schools, 4th grade. And the reason why he goes to 4th grade is because studies have found that if you get him before the 5th grade, your chances increase that they won't join a gang. So that officer goes to the 4th grade elementary school. It's a 12-week program. He teaches them about gangs. He teaches them, what to do if they're approached by gang members, how to keep their cool, just a whole bunch of stuff he teaches them. He makes them take a pre-test before the class, before the program starts, and a post-test. Okay? And the majority of the time, the answers get better for the post-test. That's because they learned about gangs in that 12 weeks. Another thing that we do is we have an Explore program. Eileen said, what could you do to, prevent yourself from being in gangs? One of the things you guys said was sports, job, other activities. Okay, Explore programs offer other activities. These are 14 to 20-year-olds that are interested in law enforcement. So what I do is I'm actually in charge of the Explore program, so I train them to be like officers. So what we do is we have meetings often for 2 to 3 hours, and we go over law enforcement stuff. We do scenarios, just like an officer would do. We teach them how to search people. We teach them case law. We teach them the Constitution. We teach them traffic stops. Everything an officer would do. So we keep them busy and we educate them. We also have a class on gangs and why they're bad and how to prevent peer pressure into joining gangs. So those are the 2 major programs that we do, the GREAT program, which hits elementary, and then the Explore program, which hits middle school and high school age kids. So that's what we're doing to combat gangs. And I'll turn it over back to Eileen.
Thank you. Okay, so my job as a counselor to prevent any negative behavior as far as gangs, anything else, is to come up with different programs for you guys to be active in your schools, to be active in your community, and just to be all around positive behavior. So, do you guys have any questions and concerns about anything? No? Okay, thank you. Thanks for coming.
Thanks.